Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Friday Power Flow. We're going to get started right away in downward facing dog. Coming into your downward facing dog. And if it works better, you can get started in child's pose. Whatever pose you are starting in. Begin to feel your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And here in your downward dog, you can let your head dangle. You can let your heels soften. And almost before you can do that, I guess definitely before you can do that, you really have to set your foundation. Set your hands, set your feet. You might set an intention at this point in your practice, for your practice or for your day. Take another big breath in. And a long breath out. And if you want to add in a little bit of movement here, you can bend one knee and then the other, walk out your dog. Try not to rush this, right? If you're walking out your dog, take your time, feel what you're doing. Try not to rush this practice. It's only 30 minutes, maybe 35. Right? Not a lot of time. So let's take this time and enjoy each moment of it. Take another big breath in and a big breath out. And bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. And let your left heel sink down towards your mat. It may or may not make contact. Notice if the left heel starts to spin to the left. Take a look at your left foot. Keep it straight back, even as you lift the right knee and take your right foot over. Now take a big inhale, right leg goes back up. Come forward to your high push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Lift out of your shoulders. Maybe tuck your nose, your forehead into your knee. Up and back to your three-legged dog. From here, right foot to your right thumb. Left knee down to your mat. Untuck your left toes. Your kneeling lunge. Your hands can be on your mat, up on your right leg, or you can take your hands up overhead. And if you like a different hand variation here, go for it. Add that in. Any kind of discomfort with your left knee, just put an extra layer under it. Let your hips move forward and down. Bend your right knee. Let your heart lift. Take a really big inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Feet together a little bit forward. Now your left leg to the sky. And bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. So the same principles, I guess, apply on this side. Take a look at your right foot. Notice if it's spinning to the right. Let it press straight back, drop down, even as your left knee goes up and your left foot goes over. Lift out of your shoulders. Inhale your left leg back up. High push-up. Draw your knee into your chest. Belly pulls in and up. Right leg is active, or you can bring the knee down. Up and back to your three-legged dog. Now your left foot to your left thumb. And your right knee lightly down to your mat. Untuck your right toes. Again, take your time setting this up. Hands can be low. You can keep them on your front knee. You can take them overhead. Work with a different variation. Ground through your left foot. So there's not a lot of weight in your right knee. And let your left knee bend, hips forward and down. A little bit of a back bend as you lift your heart. Little belly draws in and up. Take a really big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Right foot steps to meet your left. Set your feet. They can be together or apart. And rise to stand. Lift up. Big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. You can set an intention, right, if you haven't already. On your inhale, sweep up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push-up to low push-up, forward, halfway down or all the way down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Still moving forward, maybe a cobra or a low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. And a long breath out. You can add in child's pose. At any point during your practice, you can add in variations. Take another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up. Fill up and reach up. fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Elbows in, forward and down. Upward dog, still moving forward. Lead with your heart. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. So you can add in variations. You can add in child's pose. You are adding this practice in to your day, to your life. We are adding this time in for ourselves. Even as we practice together, right, and connect. Take another big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach up. Fill up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can step or jump back. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. I used to jump back all the time. It's fun. I still do it sometimes, but I also like taking the time, right, to step back, to step forward. Right, taking the time to breathe and be here. Set your gaze or close your eyes and take one more big inhale. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Katasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Big bend to your knees. Sit down. Sit back. Reach your hands high or work with your hands at your heart. Low belly draws in and up. Take a really big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Step up and rise up. Set your feet. Big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. There are so many little ways that you can play around in your practice. So many little adjustments that you can make. It's pretty interesting to pay attention to those instead of always going for the big stuff like the handstand or, I don't know, the arm balance. That stuff is fun too, but the balance, all the little pieces, all the little adjustments that make up this whole practice, all the little parts of your body, your fingers, your toes that make up your whole body, paying attention to all of it while you're on your mat. And even when you're off your mat, take a really big inhale. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. You can take one step and rise up. Maybe it's a couple of smaller steps. Set your left foot flat and straight. Bend into your left knee. Right toes point a little bit forward. Right leg is long and active. You might have some room to even out your hips. Left hip back, right hip forward. Lift up out of your hips. Really lengthen through your spine. And again, hands high. Maybe hands at your heart or your hips, but still tall and upright in your upper body. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Tall and upright here, practicing this on your mat. And then you can carry yourself in that way as you move through your day. Tall, upright, confident, and leading with your heart. Take one more big inhale. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Light step, root down, rise up. Exhale, hands come back down. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. Fill up. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Rise up. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Reach up. Exhale. Hands come back down, high push up to low. Upward dog, a big inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Right foot again, warrior one, come on up. Open out, warrior two. A little more space between your feet. Lengthen through your arms, your fingers. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Still tall and upright in your upper body, grounded. Feeling your feet, feeling how your feet connect down to the earth. So you can lift up from this foundation. Palms to the sky, right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back, keeping the big bend in your front knee. Long and strong in your back leg. Take a big inhale. Side angle, Parsvakonasana. Right elbow on your right leg, left arm up to the sky. Check in with your right hand, your left hand. Check in with your toes, your breath, a big breath in. And a long breath out. Wrap your top arm around behind your back. Work with your half bind. Go ahead and play around with your full bind. Take your time, right? And whatever variation you're in, feel if you can enjoy what you are doing right here, right now. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the big bend in your front knee, soften your toes. Take your top arm back up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your right leg, pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back. A towel or strap between your hands for a little bit of space. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Take a big inhale. And fold forward as you exhale. Coming into the forward fold, the shoulder rinse. Right, take your time with this, especially if you meet with resistance. You don't have to rush it. You might even ease off a little bit. Slow your breath down, lengthen your breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point towards the back, come to the ball of your right foot, and step your right foot in halfway or a third of the way for your forward fold. Hands on your mat blocks, or even on your left leg, you can add in a halfway lift, and then lengthen and fold over your left leg. So here again, if there's a lot of resistance, maybe a bend in one or both knees. You can soften into it physically, but you can also soften into it mentally. Soften your approach. Take a long inhale and a big exhale. Now as you inhale, rise to stand. Keep your feet as they are. Reach all the way up. Hands high or at your heart. Warrior three, tip forward. Lift your right leg, extend it back behind you. Right, bringing your torso parallel to the ground. That's something you can kind of play around with. If you extend your hands, upper arms wrap in around your ears. Really strong through your core. Take one more big inhale. Right foot down beside the left. Rise up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Katasana. Chair pose. Set your feet big bend to your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. Hips low. Heart high. Right? And even that, you can take your time with that. Not just lifting your chest here, but letting your heart lift. Take your time with it. Let this practice help you lift your heart. Your hands can stay together. They can open up. Maybe you come into a side crow. I know this practice helps me lift my heart, raise my vibration, feel better. Take one more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Peace fingers hook your big toes. Palms face each other. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. Let your head drop. You can keep hold of your big toes, but soften your toes. Maybe a little softness, a bend in your knees. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. And a big exhale. Release your toes, walk your feet closer together to touch. Katasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Right foot steps, warrior one, Virabhadrasana, come up. Exhale, hands come back down. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot again, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. And then check in with your feet. Left foot is flat and straight. Right foot is flat, toes towards the side of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. You might find this heel arch alignment where your left heel lines up with your right arch. Doesn't have to be exact. Let it work for you. Bend into your left knee, palms to the sky, left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Lift from your hip. Lengthen through your side body. Take a big inhale. Side angle, Parsva Konasana. Left elbow on your left leg and your right arm up to the sky. Big breath in here. And a long breath out. Set your feet. Strong foundation, but you don't have to hang on. Soften your toes. Take your top arm, wrap it around behind your back, your half bind, or again, full bind is an option. How do you get to the full bind? Little by little, one breath at a time, one practice at a time. Sometimes you need a little more space. Add a towel or a strap between your hands. And give yourself some space. Allow yourself some space from all that stuff going on in your head and even all the stuff that's always going on in our lives, all around us. Right? This space right here, right now. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Toes towards the side of your mat. Again, feet parallel or pigeon-toed. And you can interlace your fingers again or work with a different variation. Lift up on your inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. If you want to stick in a crow or a tripod, you can do that here. Take your time. Same thing with a crow, with a tripod, with any pose. How do you get there? You get there one practice at a time, one little step at a time. And it's paying attention, noticing the little movements, the little shifts, instead of always looking for the big stuff. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands under your shoulders, come halfway up, pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes point forward, come to the ball of your back foot so you can step your back foot in halfway or a third of the way, setting up for your forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold over your right leg. Hands can be on your mat, your leg, or props. And if you want to spin your fingers around, walk your hands towards the back edge of your mat. That can be a nice self-assist to draw you into the forward fold. Take a long breath in, and a long breath out. And breathe in, and breathe out. Now as you inhale, rise to stand. Keep your feet as they are. Come all the way up. Again, hands high or at your heart as you set up for warrior three. Your hands, if they extend forward, they can be together or apart. You can even interlace your fingers if you like. As you lift your left leg, press the heel. Feel if you can spin your toes down towards the ground. And drishti helps a lot. I almost fell out of the pose because I hadn't set my gaze. Take one more big inhale. Left foot down beside the right. Reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Another big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Set your feet. Come up, bring your hands to your heart. A big inhale. Twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. And your feet can be together apart, but let them be even, an intentional foundation. Long spine so you have room to twist, so you can really take advantage of this twist. Hands can stay together, they can open up. Side crow is an option. Child's pose is an option. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Hips a little lower, heart lifts. One more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Here, walk your feet wide, outer edges of your mat, and come on down into your squat, your malasana. You have options. You always have options. You can be higher with your elbows on your legs. Maybe you're sitting on a block or a couple blocks. Your feet can be flat, or you can be up on the balls of your feet. Be in your body. Feel your spine lengthen. Here again, little lift to your chest. Low belly draws in and up. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, sit down and come on into your boat pose, Navasana. Bend knees or straighten your legs. You can reach your hands forward or up overhead. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to a hover. Hover your feet, hover your shoulders. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your boat pose. You saw that coming, right? Hold here now for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles, rock forward, plant your hands, and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Move through your flow if you like, or just step back. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward, right leg to the sky, bend your right knee, down dog hip opener. If you want to flip your dog, go ahead and flip your dog. If you want to drop your left knee down for a little more support, you can do that. And if you're over, come on back around. Right leg goes up. Come forward to your high push-up. Right knee above and outside your right elbow. You have the option for the low push-up or your arm balance. Up and back, three-legged dog. High push-up, right knee, left elbow. So you have lift and twist. Up and back, three-legged dog. Now right foot to your right thumb, left knee down. Again, your kneeling lunge. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands up to your right knee. Keep your left hand on your right knee. Reach your right arm up. And then extend your right arm back behind you. So you're coming into a twist. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3. Lengthen with your right arm. Let your hips come a little more forward on your inhale. Come to center. Reach your hands up. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Now shift your hips back. Come up onto your right heel. Take your right foot a little more forward. Left hip over left knee. And you can fold forward here for your, well, I guess you can call it a half split, half Hanumanasana, or you can keep taking that foot forward or take your left leg back so you can come into more of a full split, more of a Hanumanasana. You can work with a block under your right leg. You might pad your left knee. And I like to stay tall and upright here. There's a lot of pull down, so feel if you can draw your low belly in and up and lighten up just a bit. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now here, as gracefully as you can, slide your right foot back and come on into your half pigeon. Walk your right foot across. Keep your back leg long or lengthen your back leg. You might set up the variation on your back. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, lengthen and fold forward. Letting your head come to land. Soften your fingers, your toes. You can check in with your face and your jaw if you're clenching your jaw. Sometimes it's enough just to notice where you are holding tension. And as soon as you notice, right, then often you realize you don't need to hold on. And you can soften. Right? This practice gives us the space and the support to notice. And it's a process, right? So sometimes it doesn't happen right away. Just like your crow, your handstand, right? The softening. It does take time. You don't have to rush it. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One breath at a time. Feel each breath. You feel each breath, and then you are experiencing the whole of your practice. Take one more big breath in. Then a long breath out. Hands under your shoulders, back to your downward facing dog. You can add a little bit of movement, maybe a flow of vinyasa, even a tabletop with some cat-cows. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. Bring your feet together and forward, left leg now to the sky. High push-up, left knee above and outside your left elbow. You can drop down, you can stick in the arm balance, up and back to your three-legged dog. High push-up, left knee towards your right elbow. Feel if you can bring it forward and up. Up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, down dog, hip opener. If you want to keep going, you can keep going. Flip your dog, take your time, lift out of your shoulder or your shoulders. Come back around, left leg goes up, left foot to your left thumb. Right knee down, untuck your right toes, kneeling lunge here. Hands to your left knee, your right hand stays just on the left knee to the outside, left arm reaches up, and then twist to your left. So you can use this right hand on your left leg. I don't want to say for leverage, but for a little bit of support. So you can tap into this twist. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. As you inhale, come back to center. Hands reach up. Now bring your hands down to your mat. Take your left foot forward. Come up onto your left heel. Your right hip over your right knee. You can pad the right knee. Folding forward for your half split, half Hanumanasana, or keep going. Feel if there's room to come into more of a full Hanumanasana, full split. This pose used to literally make me feel nauseous when I first started practicing. It took a lot of practice, a lot of time. Little by little. Not pushing or forcing, but just being patient with it, easing off. Now I really like the pose. I don't know how you feel about it. You don't have to like it, but you can still be in joy. Does that make sense? Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And from here, come on into your half pigeon. So again, adjusting, taking your left foot over to the right. You might set up the variation on your back for this side. You can stick in a prop, like a block under your hip or your chest. Big inhale. And a big exhale. So even when it's uncomfortable, when it's resistant, when there's resistance, and you feel like your body's not cooperating, you can still be in joy because you are here. And whatever you're doing, you're here, and that's a lot. I don't think you should ever feel unhappy because you can't do something here on your mat. Because whatever you're doing, again, you're here, you're showing up. That's huge. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And that doesn't mean you can't want to do more. But take your time with it. It's not just about, again, the big poses, the handstands, the arm balances. It's about all these little pieces of our practice. It's about this breath right here, right now. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, a big inhale. And a big exhale. Hands under your shoulders. Come on up. Sweep your back leg forward. Take both feet forward. Strong core, lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can lift your heels, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover your shoulders and your feet. Strong core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Set your feet flat and come up for your bridge or your wheel. Any variation, any combination. Right, take your time, but also stay here. Right, stay in your body, stay in your practice. Feel this breath. Big breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come onto your back, soles of your feet together, knees to the sides, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a really big inhale. Fill up. Hold it for a moment. Empty out. And we'll move right from here into Shavasana. So you can stay right here. You can add in a twist. A different leg variation for Shavasana if you like. One more big breath in. And a long breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bring a little movement back to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. You can roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below.
Let me know what you thought, subscribe, and most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat soon.